Well, that was Hook Farm. I think it should be called Hook Rockery. It is so stony I could hardly get my tent pegs in the ground. Luckily though, my tent stayed up and I was only there one night. I think if you go in a caravan or motorhome, you'll be okay, but I wouldn't recommend a tent. They also charge for the use of the shower, which I think was a bit of a cheek. On the hilltop to my left is Cookworthy Nap. They are a copse of beech trees near Lifton in Devon, next to the Cornwall border. Known by several different names, such as the Coming Home trees, the Nearly Home trees, the Unicorn Wood and the Fairy Wood. And, just like the very many names for the trees, there are very many explanations as to why they are there, including a refuge for birds for the gaming season, somewhere for cattle to drink, to mark the grave of a king, and so it goes on. Anyway, I'm almost in Cornwall now. This is the Jamaica Inn on Bodmin Moor in Cornwall. There has been an inn at this location since 1547, although the one we see today was built in 1750 as a staging post for the changing of horses, with an extension added in 1778. It is a setting for the 1936 Daphne du Maurier novel of the same name, about the world of smugglers. There have been many films and television series based on her novel, but none have been filmed here at the inn. Tori Amos was inspired to write her song Jamaica Inn while on a touring holiday in Cornwall in the early 2000s. Many people believe that the name of the inn comes from the smugglers who smuggled rum into the country from Jamaica and stored it here, but it's actually taken from the local landowners, the Trelawney family, of which two were the governors of Jamaica. The dual carriageway that runs behind the inn is the main A30, but the road used to run in front of the inn before it was bypassed in 1990. Today you can rest here on your way through Cornwall, either overnight, for a meal or just a drink. You can also visit the Museum of Smuggling, which has many interesting exhibits, including the Daphne du Maurier writing desk. My next stop is Lizard Point. I've had to go past where we live to get here, which feels a little odd. Anyway, I read some of your comments on previous videos about the width of some of our Cornish roads. Well, grip tightly, because the road coming up from Lizard Village to the point is most definitely narrow. As a note, for a road to have a white line down the middle, it needs to be at least 5.5 metres wide, or 18 feet in old money. So, if you see a centre line, you know it's not a particularly narrow road, just the camera distortion. Lizard Point is the most southerly point in mainland Great Britain. The Spanish Armada was seen off of Lizard Point at 3 p.m. on 29th of July 1588, and we've not seen them since. And here we are, this is Lizard Point. This is the most southerly point of mainland Great Britain. There's a little plaque down on the headland, I'll get down to that in a moment. And there we are, Lizard Point. That's the fourth of the four furthest places you can go in mainland Great Britain. So I hope you've enjoyed those, amongst other things. And that's it, I've done now. I'm going home. 16 days on the road. I hope you enjoy them.
Right, I've heard from him and he's just on his way back from the Lizard Point, so it won't be long. Well, it will, but it won't be long. And I can just hear him whistling up the driveway now. So, you haven't seen me for a long, long time. What's the first thing you want to do?
Have a cup of tea.
Come here.
Thank you.